Hello, everybody. Welcome to this live chat. At the moment, there is nobody live with me in the chat room, and that's fine. That's all right. I'm just doing this as a quick little update, just in case anyone was thinking, I wonder where Aaron's gone. Oi, oi, Rob Random is in the house. Hello, Rob. Good to have you with us. Yeah, it's just a little update. For those of you that have been wondering where my nonsense has disappeared to, my usual little videos I like to throw out there weekly. Well, let's get a long story short. Went away to France to surprise my father-in-law for his 80th birthday. We all went out there, and on the day that we arrived, my mother-in-law had a stroke. Yeah, not good. Not good at all. She was in hospital for 4 days. And as such, my wife has been flying back and forth from the UK to France to look after her. To make sure that she's okay. Her left hand side was the side that was affected most. Her face is fine now. Her speech is fine. Her left hand is perfectly all right. It's just her left leg. She's having trouble walking and getting around where they're staying in France because they live out there at the moment. And Sarah's dad, obviously, he's still doing bits and bobs and doing a bit of working, so he can't be looking after her all the time. So my wife is out there looking after her. So I'm kind of like a single parent at the moment. I'm at home with our three little ones, getting them to and from school, which means it doesn't give me a lot of time during the day to get out detecting because, I've got to make sure that I'm available at the drop of a hat just in case anything was to occur at school. And I can't get to some of the further away locations that I like to go detecting as well, because normally the wife would drop me off and come back a few hours later, but, she can't do that at the moment because she's in France. So that is why I've kind of like disappeared at the moment, because the wife's in France and I'm at home looking after the little ones. So, yeah, this is it. This is what's happening. This is what's occurring. Let's have a look. We got a chat room going on. Let's see if I can get some of the chat up. Live chat. There we go. All right. So those of you that are watching, hey up, Derek's in. Hello there, Del. How are you doing, buddy? Good to have you with us. So yeah, Historical Magpie. Hello, buddy. Good to have you here as well. So that is why Tough Times brings the families together. It does indeed. Andy Ace Master 300i. Long time no hear. Yes, thank you very much, Andy. Yeah. She is getting better. But she is still struggling walking. Yes, I'm good, Derek. Hepcat64 is in. Hello, hello. Yeah, I'm all good. But it's my mother-in-law that's not been very well, which is why my wife is out in France looking after her, and I'm stuck here in the UK with the kids, getting them to and from school and cooking, cleaning, doing everything that I don't normally do, which is weird. It's a big culture shock for me. But, I'm getting on all right. But it means I can't get out detecting. At the moment, all I can do is live stuff. So I'm going to do a couple of live stuff. But what I want to do is I want to get the people that are in the chat room. I'm not going to, whoops, just hit the mic. I'm not going to do a Q&A, okay, because I'm dull and boring and you don't want to need to know anything about me. But what I want to do is I want to hear more about you guys. I'll bring my washing round then, mate. Yes, do that, Derek. Or just keep hold of it, and next time I see my folks up in the northwest, I'll swing by your place and collect it. Hello, hello. Yeah, hi. So, yeah, what I want to know is, those of you that are in the chat that are watching this, are you pasture, park, or beach detectors? So if you... What time's dinner? Well, I'm gonna go and do my dinner after this in a minute. My name's Stephen. I'm a detected addict. Yes, you are. Mad Christian Metal Detector. Good evening. Do you do breakfast? I'll tell you what. Oh, pasture and park. Nice one, Derek. I do a mean breakfast. I do a Slimming World breakfast with fat or virtually fat-free sausages, bacon medallions. Hello, mate. Mr. Star making a spade. You're making a spade? Thors. I can't wait to see that. Just popped in to say hi and hopes all speak soon. Yes. Yeah, speak soon, Andy. Have a good evening, buddy. Yeah, I'll pass on your regards. Pasture and beach, nice one. So who else is still in here? What do you do? Do you do fields? We got field, pasture, beach, garden, anywhere I can swing. Yeah, good stuff, good stuff. Because while I'm out, I've got the beach and I've got the parks. I've not had a chance to get on pasture at the moment, but I mean, you guys can tell me, but I believe pasture is harder going than a beach or than the park, because on the beach and the park, you can find a lot of stuff. You can find, right, sometimes it's ring pools, but every so often, every couple of meters or even less, you're going to find a target of some sort. But in pasture, that's not necessarily the case. You could be going, I've seen some of the videos on YouTube where the guys have been, like Cheshire, metal detecting, Tom, has been swinging for hours and found very little. Derek, I've seen Derek's videos where he said, he's been swinging for hours and found very little. Yeah, Rob's in the parks at the moment. Thor's doing both. Good. So even though I'm limited to like the beach and the park, and I'd love to get a permission somewhere, pasture is a grind. Yeah, I believe it is. But I have to say, I've been quite lucky with the parks that I've had, because they've come up with some really good stuff. Pasture's good at if the area has been populated, a good detector with you, good depth. Yeah. My local council won't allow parks. Bunch of mushrooms. Yes. Yeah. Well, try and mention the council where I am, the Arran, strangely enough, true story, Arran District Council. Contact your council and just say that these guys do it. They only allow detectorists that have got insurance. They lay down some guidelines, mushrooms, and they allow people in. As you know, there ain't no beach. No, you're landlocked where you are, Derek. There's no beach. But, Derek, you are in a great position to do some magnet fishing, because I know where you are. You've got the great, you've got all that canal that goes through Sandbach and Middlewich. Yeah? Great location for magnet fishing. No, I'm busy. Great location for magnet fishing. So, yeah, check out the canals where you are, Derek. Litland wanting to come in. Hang on, I'll be out in a minute. So, what do you guys think of magnet fishing? As you may have seen earlier this week, yeah, do it, Derek. I've got some magnets, but I need to find a decent river. The river near us has just, I know, barging in. The river near us has just had its wall forced. I know. I'll cut this short in a minute and go and see what's occurring. But the walls have been reinforced with steel. There's sheet steel gone in the side of the river, the opening to the river by the beach. So, you throw a magnet in, you pull it up, you're going to stick to the wall, and you're not going to get it. I've done that. They've had it. They've had a dinner. They've had theirs. They've been fed. They should be chilling out now with their devices and just relaxing before they have to go to sleep, before I take them away from them. Yeah. I hope they're listening. In fact, I think one of them is in the chat room, little bugger. She knows I'm live, and yet, little buggers. But yeah, magnet fishing. Do you guys like the idea of magnet fishing? And does magnet fishing and metal detecting go hand in hand? I mean, you are recovering relics, and they are metal. Although sometimes, it's just tat, isn't it? But then again, that's what metal detecting is. Sometimes you just find tat. Deep Digger Dan on his Facebook page, he's got... Scooby-Doo, yeah. I think I would. To be honest, though, if Scooby-Doo was on, I'd be watching it. Deep Digger Dan this week on Facebook has put out an announcement that he's quitting metal detecting through hip injury over the years, and is going to take up magnet fishing. And that's great. Exactly. There's no need to get permission. Although, are there certain rules or laws about where you can go magnet fishing, certain rivers and things and canals. Surely there's still some sort of law or some sort of governing body that oversees the riverways that say you can or you can't. But you need permission from whoever owns the river. Well, that's it. Who owns the river and who owns the canals, you know? But let's face it. If you are getting trash, yeah, if you're pulling trash out of the canal, and then you're putting it to one side, and you can arrange for that trash to be collected, and you're not just dumping it, you're collecting it and you're getting it taken away by the scrap man, or whoever, you're doing it yourself, then you are doing them a favour, because you are cleaning the canal, you are cleaning the river, you're just doing what a dredger would do, but it's taking you longer to do it, isn't it? So it's not like, you know, it's a good thing that you're doing. It's very interesting that Deep Digger Dan has decided to take it up. I'd like to see how he gets on doing that. And I know Rob Random in the chat here, those of you that, if you're not subscribed to Rob Random, jump on Rob Random's channel. He does a bit of magnet fishing. He dabbles. I've seen some of his videos. Oh, by the way, you know, at the end of my videos, I'm always saying, wear your gloves, right? And I know a lot of you don't wear your gloves. And, well, you know, that's up to you. And by the way, Thor's Treasure, your blue hygiene kitchen gloves that you wear, no, mate, you need something thicker. You need something. Shoot me your address and a PM, Thor's, and I will send you some gloves to wear. Because those thin things that you're wearing are no good. That's not going to stand up against a bit of glass. Honestly. But if you jump on a channel on YouTube called the Yorkshire Digger, I believe, and you look at one of his latest videos, you'll see that he went, I think it was bottle digging. He went and he found this lovely bottle, and it smashed in his bag, and gonna get some. Well, seriously, you shoot me your address in a private message, Thors, I will send you a pair. I'll send you two, in fact. No bother. Seriously, I will send you some gloves. But yeah, Yorkshire Digger, completely. Say, there you go, there's my little one. Can I come up and join? No, you can't. We're talking metal detecting and magnet fishing. We're not talking gymnastics or circus stuff. So, no. She's going to come up anyway. I know she is. Free rubbers. Yeah. So anyway, the Yorkshire Digger. This is where I was going with this. The Yorkshire Digger. I need a new machine. You just send me one. You don't need a new machine, Historical Magpie. You're doing very well with the machine you've got, man. You're doing very well. I've been watching your videos lately, pulling out gold and God knows what else. I won't talk about it, I promise. No, because there's no room in the cupboard for you. Literally, this is where I record my voiceovers. And it is literally a cupboard that has been sound treated. You know, with all this stuff, and there's a big microphone here, and I've even got a fan in here because it gets so hot. But there definitely isn't room in here for two people. Definitely not. Definitely. And you know that, Ellie. You know there's no room in here for two. Anyway. Adults only. Yes, adults only. This is my man cave. Are you under the stairs? No, I'm at the top of the stairs. This is the airing cupboard. This is the cupboard at the top of the stairs that would have had shelves in it and towels and things. Well, no, I've claimed it and now it's my studio. Got a monitor in here and everything. I'll give you a guided tour one day. You can have a little look at this. Got wireless keyboards and everything in here. It's brilliant. Anyway. The Yorkshire Digger, I keep getting sidetracked. The Yorkshire Digger completely sliced his finger open to the point where he needed stitches. And this was while he was out either metal detecting or bottle digging. And, but it's, no, there's no, the hot water tank is in the loft. It's not in here. This is just an empty cupboard. Or at least it was. But it's not now. The world's biggest egg box. Yeah. And I got the haircut to go along with it. So, the Yorkshire Digger sliced his finger to the point where, yeah, she bloody would lock me in as well. Slice his finger to the point where he needed stitches. So this is why I'm always saying, you know, wear your gloves. Harry, I detect, went out digging, detecting, sliced his finger open. Again, it can happen to anyone. And if you've not had a tetanus or anything like that, you know, and you get some of that dirt in that finger and you're not washing it out properly, swell up, get septic, gangrene, who knows? I'm not a doctor, but it's not good, is it? You'll get an infection in there and you could end up losing your finger or even get blood poisoning. So yeah, wear your gloves, man, wear your gloves. Banging on the door. Hang on. Yes? What would you like? What would you like? No, you can't. You know you can't come in. Hang on. Just pop your head in and say hello.
Hello.
Look, see? Look at that. You know there's no room in here for two. There's only room for one. It gets hot in here as well with just one. Oh, that's beautiful. That's your... Oh, this is Ellie's St. Christopher, because Ellie used to come out metal detecting with me. Those of you that watched the early videos. And this St. Christopher, she found whilst out metal detecting. Nice, solid silver St. Christopher. It's beautiful, isn't it? Well done. I think that's her best find. Well done. I am very jealous. All right, thanks. Look, just... There you go. That's Ellie's St. Christopher that she found while she was out metal detecting. Well done, kid. Right.
Down by the beach.
It was down by the beach. Thank you. There you go. Well, bless them. So, I got my tetanus after slicing my finger cleaning that Swiss Army knife I found. Did you seriously, though, Thors? Did you seriously slice your finger whilst cleaning that knife that you dug up? Did you really? I wouldn't be surprised. Mind you, I'm not surprised you're wearing those thin, bloody hygienic gloves that people are supposed to wear in like kitchens and stuff, aren't you? Seriously, shoot me a PM. I'm going to send you some gloves. Or I'll just track you down and force them upon you. I don't know. Whatever. Oh, remember, I've still got some sort of competition going on when I get to 1,000. I know some of you guys have already hit 1,000. Well done to you guys. That's brilliant. I know Thor's reaching another milestone. Well done. Derek, your numbers are going up as well. When I get to 1,000... No, I'm not stalking. I'm just looking out for him. I don't want to see you guys getting, you know, super glue the gloves on him. Yes, pin him down, staple them on him. No, don't staple them. No. But yeah, when I get to that, God, you have to use mole grips on this penknife that you found and slice his finger. Ouch. God, yeah, that's not good, Thors, man. That's not good. It's not good at all. Right, when I get to 1,000, I'm giving away a brand new pinpointer. Probably won't be Garrett, you know, because they're over £100 and I'm not made of money. But I will be giving away a brand new pinpointer, a cap, a fines pouch, a little fines thing that you put your coins in to go in your fines pouch. What else? There was something else I was giving away. I can't remember. Oh, that was it. $100 trillion. Yeah. I'm giving away $100 trillion as well as all those detecting items. True story. So if you want some of those detecting bits and $100 trillion, look, fingers aren't crossed or nothing, not even winking. $100 trillion. Then yeah. Do I get my washing done when you get to 1,000? I don't want to say yes because then I'm committed. Maybe. Do you wear your gloves for that corned beef? What corned beef? Wink, wink. No, wink, winks, Ellie. $100 trillion. When we get to 1,000, I'm going to be doing the giveaway. Pinpointer, pouch, cap. There were some other things. I can't remember what they were. Possibly even one of those, those hardened plastic digging spades, digging trowels that you get that are really, really good. And it minimalizes damage to your fines. Because sometimes, when you're pinpointing and you're just off center and the coin is sometimes like in the hole side, and you're digging away, and then if you've got a metal trowel and you're in there, you could scratch it. But with the plastic ones, if you catch the face of the coin, half the time it doesn't do as much damage, so you get away with it. So I'll throw one of those in as well. They are handy, lovely little things to have, and they're really, really strong as well. All right, that's my phone telling me I'm getting low on power. Ooh, so I'm going to have to wrap this up, Rachel. Like the one I had. Yes, like the one you had, Helly. Your bank details for this trillion will be converted money to Ugandan dollars. That's right. Good afternoon, madam. No, you'll see. When I get to 1,000, and I roll out the video for the competition, right, I'm going to get it all together and have it at hand, and I'll show them on screen and say, look, you can win this, and then I'll show you the $100 trillion. And it's not something that I've made up. It's not something that I've printed. It is genuine $100 trillion that you could have in your grubby little mitts. Yes, indeed. So, but that's when I get to 1,000. Yeah. And then all my videos will be plastered with adverts. No, they won't. No, they won't. There may be one or two, but no. I'm not going to plaster them with adverts. So, is it worth... This is what I want to know as well from you guys that are here. Is it worth putting out magnet fishing videos to an audience of detectorists? I know that, like I said earlier, the two go hand in hand. You're kind of recovering relics, aren't you? And just up the road from me, there is a stream. I call that we share Aaron's mother's... Yeah, go for it. Yeah. Hey, Mud Max is in. Yeah. Hello, buddy. Good to see you. Because I know I've got a castle just up the road from where I am, and there is a stream that runs by it and away from it into a larger river. And I was thinking of going there next to the castle to see what I could find. And also, just further up the road is a very large city that had a lot of Roman occupation, huge Roman occupation. And there's like a river that leads to the centre of that and then out to sea. And I was thinking of doing some magnet fishing there as well. But at the same time, I want to do this magnet fishing, but I don't want to lose anybody, because I know that some of the guys that are subscribed aren't fans of magnet fishing. They're not. It's not for them. They are hardcore detectorists. That's what they want to see. They want to watch other people detect and what have you, and tips and things like that. They're not into magnet fishing, so they might not watch. But yeah, I just there must be loads of swords and cool stuff to find with magnet. Yeah. Have you guys, right? If you're not, do any of you watch urbexing, urban exploring, going into abandoned buildings and checking it out, and people going in there and filming, right? If you are, have you watched a channel? Write this down. Check these guys out. The channel is called Exploring with Fighters. Strange, kooky name, but it's called Exploring with Fighters. I think it's because the guys do like martial arts and stuff, and in their spare time, they do urbexing. So check out Exploring with Fighters. They went to an underground cave in Wales where, and there's loads of people that have done this on YouTube, where you climb down into these caves, and there's like a lake in these slate caves, a few hundred feet below, and loads of cars, wrecks of cars. And while they were there, they went across the lake in the dinghy, in the cave, got to this mountain of old cars. Seriously, it sounds bizarre, but check it out. They find a sword, a rusty old sword, in amongst these cars, in a slate mine, a few hundred feet below the surface in Wales. And they pull this sword out to get it to the surface, and within like a few days it starts to rust because the oxygen, the air gets to the metal that's been, underground for so long, and it starts rusting. And they're trying to date it, but they can't get a date. And every expert they took it to said it was about 200 years old at least. check it out. Have a look at that. And that is something that could have been pulled up quite easily by magnet fishing. And it's just fascinating that in this cave, so far down, there's this Hell on Earth. Yeah, I watch Hell on Earth. I've seen those guys. The guys with the beard looking a little bit raggedy. But yeah, again, Hell on Earth is another good urbexing channel. But yeah, Exploring with Fighters. Check it out. Have a look at their cave video where they find the sword. It's fascinating. Absolutely fascinating. Finders Beepers. History Seekers. That's a good name. I like that one. But yeah, have a look at the sword. It is fascinating. So yeah, I want to try out magnet fishing. I'm going to be going down to the beach because I still need to check out. Aaron, what's your surname? Oh, I don't know. I don't know if I should give it away. Do I give it away? Well, if you go to the Shilling King Facebook page, you'll find me on there. You can't miss me. Look, I mean, my profile picture is me wearing this hat. Sort of like this. You can't miss me, really. You can't miss me. Presley. Yeah, my dad was a massive Elvis fan. Still is. Yeah. So, anyway. I want to do the beach detecting. I've still got that Ceto scoop I need to try out down at the beach with that massive pine thick handle. It has made it so heavy. I'm going to try it on a couple of digs, and if it works out to be too heavy, I'm probably going to sell it. I'll be honest, because, you know, I don't want to be lugging around this massive scoop that's going to be weighing me down. I'm going to probably end up getting rid of it if it's too bleeding heavy. Get something a little bit lighter, but we'll see. I want to do a beach, get back out into the parks, do a bit of magnet fishing, but I want John to join me with that because he's the one that bought the magnets. It's only fair. It's only fair that John joins me, isn't it? You know, there is magnets after all. I just supplied the rope. But yeah, that's what I've got in store for the future. Magnet fishing vids, beach detecting, park detecting. Obviously the giveaway when I get to 1,000. $100 trillion. In fact, I'm going to throw in some gloves as well. Just in case Thors wins it. I'm going to make sure there's some gloves in there for him as well. And also, I'm probably looking at getting a new detector at some point. I like my Garrett. I love my Garrett. But it's the only one I've ever used. And hello, Stephen. Good evening to you, sir. And yeah, I just want to try a different detector just to see what it's like. I'm looking at the Macro Multi-Cruiser. I know a lot of people are going on about the Equinox and saying how good the Equinox is, and I'm sure it is. I can see the videos. I know. Just upgraded my Garrett. Have you? What upgraded in what way? Have you gone for like the 300i, 400i, or let us know. Let us know. But you know, everyone's banging on about the Equinox, and as good as it is, I don't. The Nox Syncs 100. Oh yeah, there you go. See, so you've got the Equinox. Deus is on Derek's list. You see, so Derek has got the Garrett, but he's looking to update and upgrade to a Deus. I went for the 250 Ace with to the Macro Cruiser. Oh, excellent! From the 250 Ace to the Macro Cruiser. Well, that's what I'm going to do. Hopefully, I'm going to go from the 250 to the Macro Cruiser as well. Okay, but pre-ordered. Oh, good man, good man. Excellent stuff. Look forward to the videos then. Do yourself some videos and let's have a look and see how you get on. But everyone's going on about the Nox and how good it is, and I'm not the sort of person that likes to, you know, just because somebody says it's good, I'll watch the videos, I'll weigh it up, I'll have a look, I'll check out the prices, and for it, I quite like the Multi-Cruiser. I don't know why. Out of that and the Nox, I quite like the Multi-Cruiser, so I'm going to go for the Multi-Cruiser. But it does mean that I obviously need to drum up some funds. So I'm probably going to end up either selling my Stormtrooper, because I've got a full Stormtrooper outfit in the loft, the works, helmet, armor, gun, the works. So I'm either going to sell that or all my ghost hunting stuff. Yeah. Possibly all my ghost hunting stuff, I don't know. But, because I used to be a ghost hunter before I was a detectorist and a published author. If you want to see what I used to do before I did this, go to, let's say, just go to Google or eBay and look for Haunted Chichester. That's it. Just look for a book called Haunted Chichester. Yeah, well, that's why I've not sold it yet, Derek, because I've put together a really good. Do we get a voice tonight? what sort of voice? Yeah, I've got together a nice ghost hunting kit. Have you got a Ghostbusters backpack? Yes, I have, Rob. I've got the full kit. I've got a proton pack, lights and sounds and the works. It's yeah, that's sitting in the loft as well. If I sold that, I could probably get $1,000 for it. But if I sold my proton pack, again, I would be absolutely gutted. You know, I would miss it in the end. I really would. But yeah, so I've got Stormtrooper, I've got the ghost hunting kit. I don't know. But yeah, check out Haunted Chichester. Have a look, and you'll see a book what I wrote. That's what I used to do before I was a detectorist. I was a ghost hunter. Lost my train of thought now. What else were we talking about? Would you take $100 trillion for the storm? Well, I already have $100 trillion. Funnily enough, I'll be giving it away. Everything can be rebought at the end of the day. You're very, very right, Rob. Very true, very true. Everything can be rebought at the end of the day. But the thing is, I'm not sure I'd want to rebuy it all. Do you know what I mean? The Stormtrooper, once you bought it and you've put your straps on it and you've got all your bodysuit and your boots and everything. I mean, I could probably get maybe £600 or £700 for that, the Stormtrooper. But yeah, the Ghostbusters, if I was to sell the proton pack with the flight suit, the goggles, the PKE meter, everything, with Stormtrooper outfit, yeah, imagine that. I could do a video actually of me as a Stormtrooper down the beach just doing some metal detecting. That would be weird, wouldn't it? That would freak people out. That'd be nice. Yeah, Halloween special. Ooh, that's not a bad idea, Thors. Yeah, I'm going to keep the Ace 250. But I am looking at maybe you can sell all the pop vinyls. No, I'm not selling all my pop vinyls because I've got a few pop vinyls. I've got some that are signed. I've got one of Doc Brown signed by Christopher Lloyd. That'd be ace. Yeah, it would. It'd be good, that, Stephen. I've got Doc Brown from Back to the Future signed by Christopher Lloyd. I've got a Chewbacca signed by Peter Mayhew. I've got a Jawa signed. What else have I got? An R2-D2 pop vinyl, signed by Kenny Baker, God rest his soul. What else have I got? One of the, like, similar to C-3PO, but it wasn't. It was the silver version. So whoever was in that, he signed that. One of a couple of Stormtrooper pop vinyls that are signed. Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's it, Thors. That's why I want to upgrade and get a different machine, because I want to, even though I've managed now to find some settings on the Ace 250 that work well on the beach, and the last beach dig I did work quite well, I think I could do just that little bit better, if not a lot better, if I had a proper, decent beach machine that should be used on the beach, you know? But still, I know a lot of people that are using the Ace 250 on the beach, and they're doing really well with them. 180 Felix Stowe Hunter does very well on the beach. Giant Garrett detectorist Ben, shout out to Ben, does very well on the beach. Stephen Kershaw, Going Garrett, again, does very well on the beach. So, you know, maybe it's just me. Maybe I've just got detector envy. You know, your detector's nicer than mine, so I want one. You know, who knows? I struggled on the beach with my Ace. Only started with a low spec machine. Yeah, that's it. I started with a low spec machine. Ace 250, been doing it for over a year now, and really enjoy it when I can get out. And just keen to see, if I had the macro multi-cruiser, I would then go back out to all the places that I've been in my previous videos, where I've found plenty of stuff, and now it's kind of like starting to fizzle out and dry up. There's still things to find, but it's not every other step, you know? You've really got to look for them. And just see the macro multi-cruiser, like it says in its advert, does bring things back to life. Ace 150 is an awesome start machine. Yeah. Yeah, the Macro Multi-Cruiser has got beach mode on it. Detector envy. The grass always looks greener on the other side. You're quite right. You're quite right there, Mud Max. But I have the 150. Ah, you have the 150. The 150 doesn't have pinpoint function on it, though, does it? I believe the Ace 150, or does it? Not sure. I started with the Ace 200. So the Ace 200i is the... No, there you go. So the Ace 200i is the updated version of the 150. Still a good machine. I think the 200i would be a very good up against the 250, to be honest. Yeah, no pinpoint on the 150, yeah. Again, very good machine, though. Good for the little ones as well, because there's less buttons, less things for them to, faff about. There you go. Turn it on, put it on a mode, away you go. And Ellie, as you've seen, Ellie started with an Ace 250 that I managed to pick up really cheap from a friend. And she went out and she used to kick my ass every time I went out with that little one. She'd go out and she would... Nice. White's MX Sport. And she'd go out and she'd find silver coins. She'd find that St. Christopher, bullets, everything. She did really well because being the naive kid, started with the Ace 250, upgraded to the Minelab Explorer SE. I did find stuff there. Yeah, I'm not knocking the Ace. Big fan of the Garras. But I just want to try a different machine. Never really tried a different machine. I only know one machine, just the Ace 250. I know Derek's got the 350. I just would like to try just a different machine just to see how I get on with it. I'm a little bit dubious. Well, not dubious, a little bit worried about it because, you don't know the functions. After you've used one machine for so long, you're used to that machine and you're used to the way it performs and you know its little quirks and you know that, okay, that signal or that is going to be a coin. You know that that's going to be like a 2p or that's going to be a ring pull. With a new machine, you've got to learn that all over again. And I think that is why Ellie used to kick my backside. Blimey, it's 9 o'clock. That is why Ellie used to kick my ass, because she was naive and every single she would dig up. Every single signal. It'd be like, I would walk over it and think, well, that's a ring pull. I'm not going to dig that. Whereas Ellie would walk over it and think, oh, I've got a signal. I'm going to dig that. And more often than not, yeah, I did. Yeah, you did, you little bugger. And more times than me, she would dig up something really good because of the naivety of Ellie when she used to go out detecting. She would dig every single target and not rule out anything. And she had some really good stuff. Whereas me, I'd go out and say, that'll probably be a bottle top. I'm going to leave it. Was it? I don't know. I should have dug it. She did. She found some good stuff. I've really enjoyed tonight. I'm absolutely baking in here. It's like the airing cupboard, I'm probably sweating cobs now. But my phone keeps telling me that I'm getting low on battery, so I'm going to have to go in a minute or two. But I have enjoyed having this little chat with everyone that is here. And remember, yeah, dig everything. Historical Magpie. Dig everything. He's had some very good stuff just lately. I agree. Some local who I met once on the beach lent me his Minelab for a week. People. Yeah, that's true. I mean, when Deep Digger Dan came this way, best way to learn. You're right, it is. When Deep Digger Dan was doing his tour of the UK, doing the coastline, this was before I had my proper detecting channel, and I didn't even own a detector at the time. I just said, if you're coming round my way, Dan, you can stay at my house. I'll put you up for the night, and I'll come out detecting with you. I live by the beach. And he said, cool. So we met up. We went out detecting. He lent me his Deus. Didn't have a screen on it, just had the headphones, so I didn't have a clue what I was digging. So, I just dug up all sorts of stuff and I had a really good time with it. But yeah, that was the Deus. Easy to use, lightweight. But I'm always saying it was easy to use because there was no control box. I didn't have a clue what I was doing. Not a clue. But yeah, that was good. It was good fun. He lent me his machine for the day. And if anyone was to come down this way and wanted to get out, if anyone was in the vicinity of West Sussex, you're doing a little wandering about, you want to check out some beaches or anything like that, shout, give me a shout, and we'll go out. I'll take you to some of the parks where I go, down the beach, I can't guarantee you'll find anything good. But yeah, more than happy to have a meetup. I'm in East Sussex. I know you are. I know you're in East Sussex, and I know you invite me every time. When I drop a comment on your videos, you say, "Yeah, come on over. Give us a shout, meet up," and I will. But I'm just limited on how. I'd have to jump on a train or something. You'd have to meet me at the nearest train station to you, and we will. Magpie, we will head on out. Cool. Likewise, you ever fancy a visit to sunny Margate? Yes, Margate. Lovely beach down at Margate. Yeah, you are quite a way away, Thors. But seriously, PM me. I'm going to send you some gloves, man. I'm going to send you some gloves. Is there anything else that anybody wants to bring up? Anybody wants to chat about? We've talked a little bit about magnet fishing. We talked about beach detecting, park detecting, machines, this, that, and the other. Anything else? Oh, look at that. I'm down to 10% now. I'm down to 10% on my battery. I don't know. Who was talking about a voice earlier on? Aaron. When my permission is cropped, you're welcome to join me, mate. Oh, look at that. Fantastic. Don't forget your what? Yeah, all right, Derek. Thank you, Magpie. And yes, Derek, I won't forget your washing. So before I go, talking about voices earlier on, and this is where I do my voices. This is where I do my recordings. The most popular voice that I do, that I get asked for the most, and people want me to do the most, is the X Factor one. And if you watch Jet Ski John, you'll hear a kind of X Factor voice on Jet Ski John's videos, and that was me. You're going to get a shout out when I get gloves tomorrow. Oh, all right. They're only £1. Local hardware store or local bargain store, you can get them for £1. Oh, and Santa, yeah, I do. There's an app you can get. Call Santa, it's called. And the Santa voice in the app is me. It's me. I'm in the app. I do a Santa voice. I'm in a new app that's coming out soon called Bloomy's Bedtime Story or something like that. And I do never been bottle digging, but I'd love to go bottle digging because I used to do a bit of that as a kid. Used to find those bottles, with the little marble in, the little stoppers. Love all that. Remember you were digging Santa? Yeah, I don't know why I did that. And I kept up the voice the whole way through the whole video. After the first couple of holes, I thought, I can't be bothered doing this now. But I'd already started doing the voice of Santa, so I had to do it the whole way through the video. Oh my God. Yeah, shot myself in the foot with that, didn't I? What is bottle digging? I'll explain it to you in a minute when I come out the cupboard. Yeah, it was good. I enjoyed it. And I found a silver sixpence. So that was brilliant. That was a good video. But one I get asked for the most is the X Factor guy. Yeah, if you watch Jet Ski John, you'll hear me do the X Factor guy. Somebody wanted me to read a few things as the X Factor guy the other day, but it was quite sweary. It was quite vulgar. The language was a little bit, I think he's using it in some sort of podcast, and well, I did it, but, didn't agree with it, but I did it. And somebody also wanted me to do one as, who was it? Oh, Patrick Stewart. That was it. Patrick Stewart from Star Trek and the X-Men and all that. So, I do Father Christmas. That's one of the voices I do in the app. Yes. And one that is very similar is the one that's in the Bloomies, of the very old tree, narrating the story. Yeah. So that's another one. And then there's the X Factor one, but you got to shout to do that, and I'm not sure how it would react on this microphone. It's time to face the music! Bit loud, that, isn't it? But a bit shouty. And then, Patrick Stewart. Ah, yes. Make it so, number one. Something like that. Yes. Oh, hello. Patrick Moore. Sir Patrick, what? As in the astronomer. Sir Patrick Moore. Do you know what? I've never tried Patrick Moore. Patrick Stewart, but I've never tried Patrick Moore. I'll have to work on that one. Yeah, I'll work on that one. Right. Thank you all for joining me. How long have we been going? 45 minutes. That's not too bad, is it? Not too bad. Like I say, when I hit 1,000, I'm going to have a nice big giveaway, decent giveaway with some bits and bobs. I know not everybody does. I know some people do, not everybody does, but evening detectorist Tom. But some people do as a little thank you, don't they? And I want to do that for those of you that have been watching the videos and subscribed and stuck and commented and everything else. And, you know, it is appreciated. It really is. And it's a brilliant community, and it's a great bunch of people. So I will have that giveaway going out there. Are you doing this tomorrow? I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe not. I don't know. Let's see. So I'll have that giveaway coming up at 1,000 subs. I'm hopefully going to be getting out when Sarah gets back from France. Is the Garrett hat glued to your head? No, it's not. But the thing is, right, I'm quite vain, and I don't like how I look without it. Because the years haven't been good to me, Detectorist Tom. And I used to have a very nice big head of hair. These days, I don't. And it really, really annoys me and bugs me that I don't have my luscious locks anymore. Plus, with this light above me, yes, thank you, Ellie, yes. I think they get the gist. They get the gist. If I was to take the cap off, this light above me would create such a glare on the camera. But yes, I am bald as a coot. I got some, as you can see, but you know, the main bit is not there, and I hate it, and it really bums me out. So yeah, I just prefer to cover it up. It's just one of them things, you know. I'm not a fan. If you look at my hair, mine is the complete opposite to Harry. I detect. Yeah, he's got plenty here, shaves it at the side. I'm the other way. See, I got plenty here if I need it. Nothing there. Maybe we should do a trade. Right, I'm off. Do a Donald Trump. No, I can't. Do you know what? This is one of the weird things. Somebody told me, if you want, I wear my I Detect hat in every vid too. Yeah, why not? Why not? If somebody said to me, do you know what? You could get a wig on the NHS if you wanted one. I said, what the bloody hell do I want a wig for? I'm going to look a right turnip. I'd rather just shave it all off. Go out wandering about with one of those things, flapping around on top of me noggin. Seriously. So no, I'll just take it all off. I'll just take it off. Although in this weather, it has got a lovely shade. You know, in this sunshine, it's got a lovely glow. Yeah, well, there you go. See? Yeah, I'm not the only one, but it's at the point now. I say a wig in. No, well, all right, maybe. All right. If I can get hold of an absolutely check out my latest vid, South Coast. We found gold. Oh, I will, Tom. Thank you for that. I am going to check out your video. Thank you. I'm going to definitely check it out when I get out of here. In my next video, if I can find a ridiculous looking wig, but I'm not talking clown wig, I mean just like a normal but ridiculous wig, I will wear it instead of the hat, just to see if anybody picks up on it. You know, I know that you guys will pick up on it, but let's see if anybody who's not familiar with the channel picks up on it. Yeah, let's do that just for a giggle. Yeah, why not? We'll see what happens. Oh, God. Oh, that's going to be fun. All right. Your Doc Martin has given me an idea to do an Ollie Fools and Horses vid when they came to market. Yeah, do it. Love that episode. Love that episode. Yeah, and I'm a massive fan of Doc Martin. I could retire at Port Hayes. Fair play, Aaron. Defo game for a laugh. Yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it for you. But it's got to be a good wig. You know, something that looks not too ridiculous, but at the same time, what is that on his noggin? You know? Right, I'm definitely going to go now. Look, because I got... That's too... All right, close the door. Close it. All right, let's have a look what we got going on here. Oh, hang on, I've just knocked my microphone now. It's all falling apart. Let's have a look. Which way around is this? I'm just going to leave the hat on at the moment. Yeah. Thank you, Detectorist Tom. Yeah, it was fun doing it. It was fun doing that video, Detectorist. It was brilliant. Yeah? We're looking good. We're looking the part. Right. It'll be something else. It'll be a short one. Maybe a Beatles wig, something like that. I don't know. It'll be something. Thank you, Ellie. Cheers. Right. Please, someone take a screenshot. You shut up. Nobody take a... Mind you, it's going to be on YouTube. Everyone can take a screenshot. Right, I'm going to go now. My battery's about to die on me. Thank you, everyone that joined in. Thank you for those of you in the chat. It's been great fun. Really enjoyed it. It's been a nice bit of detecting chat and everything else, hasn't it? Yeah. Yeah, that's it. She's going to jump. Now you've said that, Magpie, she's going to be jumping in every bleeding video I do. Don't encourage her. Don't encourage her. Oh, man alive. But yeah, thanks for being here. I'll see you all again soon. And I suppose that is me out if I can figure out how to stop this video. Don't forget to check out everybody else's videos that are in the chat. Because obviously we're all here. We've all got channels. We're all making interesting videos. And I need to go and watch Detectorist Tom's video now. Because he found gold in them there hills. I'll see you all again soon. Bye, Rob. Thank you for still being here. You were the first one in, and he's still here. Cheers, Rob. Magpie, Derek, Hades, the vaping detectors. Take care. Cheers. Thank you, buddy. And I'll see you all again soon. Bye, Stephen. Yes, I will. I'm definitely going to try and get my cruiser. I will. Thors. Cheers, buddy. Get some gloves. Get some gloves. Bye-bye.